on BBC Radio Nottingham. Now, all this week we've been gearing up to Notts Pride. BBC Radio Nottingham will be there on the Saturday at the parade, which will be going from Hockley down towards Sneinton Market. One man who's already been getting everyone in the mood is with us in the studio now. Robin Da Silva is from Stapleford. He founded Niche Artefact. That is an organisation that put on showcases including local art, drag queens, poets, that kind of thing. And the latest event on Friday transformed the city's central library into a celebration of Pride. We'll get onto that in a moment. First of all, we'll just say good morning to Robin. Morning.
Hello, Mr. Jackson, and I just put my drink down.
Okay. So now this is... Look, he's laughing. So this is something... Well, you tell me what you've just done.
Okay,
now.
so this is something that my very good friend Ro clued me in about. So has anyone ever heard of something called vocal stimming? Because I've only just found out what that is. And so the definition is vocal stimming is a repetitive behaviour that serves as a coping mechanism. It can be triggered by various stimuli such as stress, anxiety, excitement or boredom. So vocalizations can take forms of humming, grunting, moaning, repeating words or phrases. So for example, when I'm very excited, I will say, Mr. Jackson, I just put my drink down.
Oh, well, I'm glad it was that reaction rather than any of the others of anxiety or boredom.
The most pleasant out of all of them.
Listen, that's great. So, look, tell me about Niche Artefact then. How do you describe what Niche Artefact is? Because it's been going a few months now, isn't it?
We're coming up to our 1 year anniversary. So we started in September last year. So we're a community-based group who look into championing local artists from every form, whether it's poets, painters, stage performers, and we just think that Nottingham has so much talent and they deserve a place and a stage to showcase that. So
how did this start then? What made you think something needs to drive this and give some people a platform who perhaps haven't got one?
So it started by, I was running a bar in Hockley a little while ago, and then I just started interacting with all of the local community, putting the groundwork down, and I just found out that there were so many creative and wonderful people, and that made me start to do Niche Artefact and to just engage the local community. And we've grown to quite an establishment at the moment, and we've got a fantastic community of people.
Great. And then you had a big event on at the library last week, didn't you? Tell me about that. What was that like?
Yes, so we did the Birth of Pride Artist Showcase last Friday. It was the first one at the Nottingham Central Library. It was a fantastic venue. It's the perfect place for it, and it's the new home for Niche Artefact. So we have already been booked in for September the 20th, which will be our next one, called Dystopia.
Great. So, I mean, this is a way of kind of getting artists, I guess. Is it exclusively from LGBTQ plus community? Is that the idea?
No, we're not exclusive to that. So we champion LGBTQIA plus community and all of the allies that come with it. So anyone that wants to be a part of it is welcome to do it. So we just want to make sure that people realise that the world is a better place for having their art form out in the world and seen by people.
Great. So so the next one, as you say, the library is in...
Yeah, so it's
September?
It's the 20th of September. You can get your tickets from nicheartefact.co.uk or follow us on any socials. The show is called Dystopia, so the theme will be looking into utopia and dystopian themes within art and exploring those themes.
It's Pride this weekend, as I say. Obviously, you know that, and having done what you did at the library last week. We're asking a lot of people this who are talking about Pride this week. What does Pride mean to you on an individual basis? Getting to go into the city and march and walk around and party and do all of that. What does it mean to you?
Well, that's a very good question. I think the definition for Pride will change from person to person for sure. But for me, my attitude towards Pride is that I think until we live in a world where you can be yourself and love anybody you want and do that freely without any persecution, then Pride will always be necessary. So I'm a big advocate, and Pride should be a protest, and we should really work towards a world that we can just be ourselves and not be persecuted for who we love.
It's interesting you say everybody kind of has their own answer, and I think that's right, isn't it? Because it can be a protest but also a celebration, because there's also an awful lot been achieved over many years as well, and so there has to kind of be that kind of combination of things as well, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. It should be a celebration, but it should also be remembered that not everything is rosy everywhere in the world, so we still have a lot of work to do.
Great. And as also at Pride, Niche Artefact represented?
Yes, or officially and unofficially, yes. The whole Niche Artefact collective will be there. We'll be celebrating with Pride. And one of our headliners, Ro de la Monca, will be performing at Groovebox as well. So we will be there to support them.
And it's just, I hope the weather should be great as well for it. I'm kind of keeping fingers crossed for that because you've had good weather all week and that'll kind of help. And just so many people there. It's grown and grown and grown, hasn't it?
Well, we will bring the sunshine whether the sun's out or not.
I don't doubt it. It's been great to speak to you, Robin. Thank you very much indeed.
You too, Mr.
And best of luck with the future of Niche Artefact and the new home at Central Library as well, 20th of September. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Great stuff. Thank you very much. Robin Da Silva there from Stapleford, founded Niche Artefact, as you said, last September, and the year anniversary coming up with more events at the library.